Okay, sorry everybody, I'm just trying to catch as fast as I can with everything else going on in my busy life. Okay, so I want to continue with day 16, State of Florida versus Casey Anthony on 6/11/2011. Before court begins, Casey's talking to Jose Baez, smiling and laughing and all that wonderful stuff that she does. The state calls Dr. Neil Haskell. He's a professor of forensic science and biology in Indiana. They go through his education background that's given. He is accepted as an expert witness. He examined flies. At this point, Casey's just looking kind of bored as a lot of the testimony she's been doing. Thought there was decomp fluid on the paper towel sent to Dr. Voss. It was breakdown of decomp body fluid. He said what he found in his analysis of that a body of a young child was in the trunk of the car and then deposited somewhere else. Wrapping a victim in a plastic bag can delay the first insects that go to feed on a decomposing body. Believes body was placed elsewhere before placed in the woods because there should have been thousands more blowfish, Piperia. In his opinion, Kaylee's body was placed in woods before being skeletonized. They asked, does the finding at the scene and the findings in the car tell a consistent story? He said yes, because decomp had begun and that the body couldn't have been in the trunk of the car very long, then had to have been removed and placed where it was found. Defense cross. They get in the whole conversation again about trash versus garbage, and Casey's laughing about that. Talking about finding the flies in the trash bags from the trunk. Again, laughing during fly testimony. He was sent to filter from the vacuum that had vacuumed the trunk, and he found a few more flies. They were flies that had gotten into the trunk and hadn't gotten into the trash bag. They asked what he's been paid. He said he's been paid to date by state $22,000 to $23,000. He also said, by the way, I haven't been paid by you yet, Mr. Baez, for the deposition. State redirect. There is a difference between trash and garbage. Garbage is organic, decomposing substances such as french fries, lettuce, and such. Trash is normal household things. There is a difference in this case because the insects would not have been attracted to just an empty cardboard box, empty aluminum cans. It was trash, inorganic material, just paper towel, atmosphere, which is decomp fluid. Even if it wasn't human decomp, it had to be decomp of some kind, but there was no other decomp. Again, the defense will recross, state redirect, defense recross, recess. He is split down. State witness Jennifer Welch, for the second time, has testified before CSI on scene on Suburban, beginning 12/11/2008. About 10 days, she said, approximately 50 or over people on scene. In order to document the collection process, began with setting up a baseline, set up search lanes, then set up wooden stakes that help serve as a grid. In one of the photos that shows machete, she explains they are standard for machetes to be issued to CSI investigators because it is such a dense area with hanging vines and big roots from trees. Talked about what she was responsible for collecting, such as evidence, bones, and trash, as well as photographing evidence and the scene. Pulls duct tape out of evidence envelope and reads what's on the duct tape. Shows the jury the letters that were found at the crime scene that match what Kaylee's shirt said in the picture. Defense cross. According to a report another CSI wrote up, the skull was located 19 feet 8 inches south of Suburban Drive. Baez had her show how far that was with a tape measure. The duct tape found away from the skull is the same kind as attached to the skull. Casey's head down, eyes closed, left fist to her mouth. State witness, Ronald Murdoch. He's a forensic supervisor for Orange County, responded to Suburban Drive where Kaylee's remains were found on 12/12/2008. He would take measurements and did the mapping. Also used a program called Total Station that is available on his laptop. He brought the laptop to the scene, going through what his program looks like and explaining it. Casey is looking at the screen with Matt's facial expressions of mad, confused, and almost like she can't believe they found the bones or remains. He participated in executing a search warrant at the Anthony's home on 12/11/2008. Also responsible for collecting evidence at the Anthony's home. Showed a picture he took of one of the sheds inside of the Anthony's property. Showed a picture of another one of the Anthony sheds on their property where the red metal gas can was. Showed a picture of a heart stickers that were collected at the Anthony's home. Taken, and he believes those were taken 12/20/2008. Showed a picture of Kaylee's room at the Anthony's home. Picture of Kaylee's room he took 12/11/2008. Took evidence from Kaylee's room, Winnie the Pooh bedding and Winnie the Pooh items. Bedding from guest computer room as well. Picture of garage at the Anthony home. Photo of a canvas laundry bag, looks like vinyl inside a bag. Brand name Whitney Design. Collected various garbage bags from the Anthony home. Defense cross. From duct tape location to skull location, it was 6.27 feet. Honestly, that's not that far considering that it was flooded, Mr. Baez. He was looking for a specific duct tape brand Hinkle at the Anthony's home. He did not search. He was responsible for collecting. The only place they found Hinkle duct tape was on the red metal gas can. Never found the roll of duct tape. State witness Gerald Johnston. In December 2008, he took photos and animations and measurements for his company for Orange County Sheriff's on Suburban Drive. Casey's head down, away from the video. Her head's away and from the video and head down. This was nothing actually what she would consider her baby, which she doesn't give two craps about. This was just an animation, almost like a 3D, 4D, 2D images of where Kaylee's remains were. The video animation gives a view of the plots of land Kaylee's remains were found, mostly ground covered, with top of trees removed from the animation. Purple markers on the animation show where bones were found. End of day 16. After court is called into recess for the day, Casey is helping to pack up stuff and talking to the defense team. And I will be back with day 17.